Good day, everyone! Today, I will be discussing assessment for learning and its five important components: the student self assessment, peer assessment, goal setting, learning reflection, and continuous improvement. But first, let us define what is assessment for learning. When we say assessment for learning is a process that helps students improve their learning while they are still learning, not just after they finish. Instead of simply giving grades, it provides feedback that helps students understand what they are doing well and what they need to improve. Okay, so now let us discuss what are the five components of assessment for learning. So the first component is student self-assessment. Okay, so when we say student self-assessment, this is when students evaluate their own work and learning, and they reflect on questions like, what did I do well? What can I improve? And did I achieve the learning objective? Okay, so when we say self-assessment, this helps the students become more responsible and independent learners because they learn to recognize their own strengths and weaknesses. Just like, for example, after completing an assignment, a student uses a checklist or rubric to see if all the requirements were met before submitting the work. Okay, so that is the example of student self-assessment. And now let us move on to the second component of assessment for learning. And the second component is peer assessment. Okay, so peer assessment happens when students review and provide feedback on each other's work. The goal is not to criticize but to help one another improve. Through peer assessment, students also develop communication, collaboration, and critical thinking skills. For example, during a group presentation, classmates provide constructive comments on what was done well and suggest ways to improve future presentations. Okay? So that is peer assessment mean. Okay, next we have the third component of assessment for learning. It is the goal setting. Okay, so goal setting encourages students to identify what they want to achieve and create a plan to reach those goals. Good goals should be clear, realistic, and measurable. Okay, so when students have clear goals, they become more motivated and focused on their learning. Okay, just like, for example, a student sets a goal to improve their quiz scores from 80% to 90% by studying for 30 minutes every day. Okay, so that is goal setting mean. Now let us proceed to the last component of assessment for learning, the continuous improvement. So, continuous improvement means using feedback and reflection to keep getting better over time. Okay, so learning is not about being perfect immediately, it is about making progress step by step. Okay, so teachers support this process by giving regular feedback, while students use time feedback to improve their performance. Okay, so just like, for example, after receiving a comments on an essay, a student revises the paper by correcting mistakes and strengthening weak ideas before submitting the final version. Okay, so that is continuous improvement mean. Okay, so in conclusion, or to conclude, assessment for learning is not only about measuring what students know. It is about helping them grow throughout the learning process. And through the self-assessment, students evaluate themselves. And through peer assessment, they learn from others. And through goal setting, they stay motivated. And through learning reflection, they understand their progress. And through continuous improvement, they use feedback to become better learners. Okay, so these strategies help students become active participants in their own education and encourage lifelong learning. Okay, so that would be all for my report. Thank you for listening. Do you have any questions? Okay, so that would be all. Thank you.